Hey everybody, Kevin Smolin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies, and welcome to this training video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering the Facebook ads platform and showing you how to target the people that you want on Facebook. So we're going to be showing you some simple things as well as some advanced things today. And basically what we're going to accomplish is letting you see the power that Facebook has to offer and why it's such a powerful platform for generating leads in real estate. So one of the things you want to keep in mind is that we willingly share everything that we want on Facebook. So on Facebook, we're putting in what what our profession is and our family status and kids and where we live and the TV shows that we like and the movies that we watch. And in fact, if you're a millennial, you're probably taking a picture of your food and uploading that as well, so we know what food you like. But the point is, we willingly put all of this information into Facebook. And so one of the things that makes Facebook such a powerful tool that we can use for marketing and lead generation purposes is that we can get extremely focused on the market that we want to go after. Now, a couple of big mistakes that people make, agents make as they're trying to market on Facebook is, first of all, they'll try and do everything for free. And so what will happen is they'll put a post on their page and they'll share it and they'll ask people to comment and share. And usually what happens is they'll get a few likes and a few shares and a few comments, but it's not really generating any real leads or any real business. So one of the things that's a core fundamental principle on Facebook that we want to follow is paid advertisements, simply because Facebook's entire platform is based, as of right now, on paying for people to see the things that you want them to see. So we're going to simply take advantage of that strategy and pay for ads to show it to the people that we want, which generates more leads for us. The second strategy that a lot of people have incorrect on Facebook is their thought is, I'm just going to post. And again, they just don't get to where they want to go. And so most of my clients that are getting 20, 30, 40 leads a week, they're paying for those results. And so that's the strategy. And that's what I'm going to show you is how to tap into that powerful back end of Facebook where we can target who we want. So what you're seeing right here is a screenshot of the ads manager when you're coming in to go in and set up an ad. And so here, the first thing that it's going to ask you is, what's your marketing objective? And so in a lot of cases, the majority of ads that you're going to do for real estate conversion are either going to be engagement or sometimes video views or also conversions. Those will probably be the three that you'll do the most often. Now, you're probably looking at this option that says lead generation, saying, well, if Facebook has a lead generation category, why aren't we using that one? Well, the reason that I don't recommend that is, again, as of recording this, you can see the date. It's January 20th, 2018. And that's why we're calling this, the Facebook ads targeting for real estate in 2018, simply because the platform changes all the time. The way things work change all the time. And so as of today, I'm going to show you some of the top targeting techniques to get to who you want. So as of today, the lead generation module right here, Facebook has an internal landing page. And the landing page is that form that pops up where people can put in their name and phone number and email address. And that's how you can generate a lead, is capturing that information. And within the internal system on Facebook, not only will it pop up that landing page, but it'll pre-populate those fields with the account information of the person that is looking at that on Facebook. And that information is more than likely correct. And all that sounds great. But the problem is, there's really not a whole lot of options to be able to get a notification that you have a new lead. And one of the things that really matters is being able to contact the lead as quickly as possible. Otherwise, your conversion rate drops significantly. So we want to, if possible, contact them within the first 5 minutes. And that's why we want to have a notification. And because this internal lead generation option right here does not have a notification system, it doesn't do us a lot of benefit. So the conversions, engagement, and video views are the ones that we would most likely use. And so let's just go ahead and do an engagement ad. Okay. Now I can optimize it for people to post, like, make a comment or like or an event response. So I can target it for any of those purposes, and then I can call it whatever I want. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to skip that. So when I click the next button, here's where we start getting into the part that I really wanted to spend a lot of time on in this video. Training you is on this audience section, because this is where you really get to see the power of Facebook marketing, right? So let me walk you through a couple different options and let you see how powerful this really is. So for example, I have an option to either create a new audience, or I can use the saved audience. So where this really becomes very valuable is not only can I run ads to people who have Facebook accounts, but I can also upload a list of people. And if they have a Facebook account, then I can run ads specifically to that list. So where this becomes really powerful is I can upload a list of my SOI, my sphere of influence, and I can be running ads specifically to my sphere of influence, where they start seeing, I can have the ad be testimonials, where they start seeing those ads pop up all over the place. Now, obviously, I'm marketing to real estate agents, and so I've got different realtor lists that I consistently run ads to. And so you'll see some of those target audiences here. But for your purposes, again, you could upload a list of your SOI, your past clients. If you wanted to do a farm, you could upload the contact information for people in that area. And any of those would be a very effective way to use the saved audience feature. Now, aside from the saved audience, let's say that, for example, I want to go target first-time home buyers. That's a very common niche in real estate. It's a very profitable one. And first-time home buyers need a lot of help. They've never bought a home. They don't understand the process. They don't know if they financially qualify. How do I come up with a down payment and credit and all kinds of issues there. But the nice thing about that is I can go after first-time home buyers specifically. So if I were targeting people for that, right? So my first-time home buyers are probably going to be, 25 to 35. I'm sure there's going to be some lower than that, but I'm talking about stereotypes. So 25 to 35 is probably the range of my first-time home buyers. I'm not going to narrow it down by gender, because there's just no reason to for what we're doing. And then I can geographically target it. So let's say that I want to find all the first-time home buyers that live in Los Angeles, right? So I can type in Los Angeles. Oops, misspelled it. There we go. And so I'm targeting everybody within a 25-mile radius in LA that is currently between the range of 25 to 35, right, as you see right here. And Facebook is telling me that there's 2.6 million people that fit that description. So if that's too many people, then I might want to just change my radius. Maybe I only want to be within a 15-mile radius. So now I'm down to 2.2 million, because that's a heavily populated area. And maybe I want to narrow this down a little bit more. So I can come down here into the detailed targeting, and first-time home buyers are often renters. So I can come in here and I can select this demographics field of people that are renters. And so now that 2.2 million is down to 780,000. And so if I wanted to market specifically to first-time home buyers, see, I've got a pretty good niche here, because 25 to 35, that's more than likely the age range that they are. They're probably currently renting. And then I've also targeted based on demographics, or based on the geography. And so with that information, I've now got 780,000 people that I can start targeting and running ads to, which is great, right? So this would be one way, using renters. That would be one way that I would go after and target a first-time home buyer. Now, if I want to target, say, for example, an empty nester, right? So empty nesters are usually much higher age range. So they're usually 55 and up, right? So I can just go with 55 to 65 plus. And I'm still here in LA, and we'll just keep it there for the purposes of this demonstration. But the empty nesters are probably not renting. So I would go ahead and get rid of that. And maybe they are retired, right? So I can put in here retired as their employment status. And I've got 22,000 people that have that status, right? So I can do that. And that would be an effective way of finding these people. And so if I'm running a campaign for empty nesters, I'm probably talking about, a single level home, home without any kind of stairs, that kind of a market where what I'm offering is going to be appealing to that group of people. Or let's say I want to market for listings. So I want to find listings, potential sellers in the LA area, in this 15-mile radius of Los Angeles. So if that's the case, I can come in here. I can target, homeowners. And so this says that there's 700,000 of them in that age range, because again, I've got it narrowed by age. Or there's also, and this is one of those things that's kind of a ninja thing that not a lot of people know about, but there's a category on Facebook that's called likely to move. And so here with this category, when you're looking at likely to move, you'll notice that it says that there's let me just hover over here, 3.9 million people in their database that fit that category. And it tells you a little bit about it. It says description, people who are very likely to move residences. Source, partner category provided by Epsilon, so that's where they're getting this data. It says the model is built from survey responses and online panels which flag people who are likely to move within 3 to 5 months. Right? It's enhanced by weighting the sample towards audiences that reacts to pre/new mover offers. So basically what Facebook does is they also gather data offline as well. See, Facebook knows that they have really almost a monopoly, so to speak, on advertising space, because they have a platform that has by far the most users. They have a platform that has the most information as far as targeting from a marketing perspective. And so they're not only tracking the information that they have on their users, but they're also tracking it and comparing that with offline data as well. And they're putting all that in here for us to use. So I can use that. And I know that now, right, let me get rid of the homeowner. So if the likely to move category in just that area, according to their database, there's 7,700 people in LA within 15 miles that are 55 to 65 that are likely to move based on surveys that have been done. See, that becomes a very powerful thing. I can start running ads to these people offering a free market analysis saying, let me show you what the value of your home might be. Or maybe what you're offering is, hey, I've got a buyer that I'm working with. They can't find the right home. And so if you've considered selling, here's what they're looking for. Let's talk. I may already have your property sold. And that also becomes a super powerful way to be generating seller leads on Facebook. Couple other things that I did want to show you, and these are, again, cool things. So let's say you are a real estate agent who works a lot with investors, right? So I can target people who are interested in real estate investing, right? And so here, people 55 to 65, again, 15 miles within LA, it's saying there's 26,000 people who have declared on Facebook that they have an interest in real estate investing. Again, that becomes super powerful. Another thing people don't realize is I can target based on income. So you'll notice that if I type in income, there's these demographics of different age ranges, income ranges. So if I wanted to market to people that make 125 to 150,000, Facebook's telling me that there's 94,000 people in this age range that make that income. Right? Another thing that I can do is if I'm marketing for listings, but I only want listings in a certain price range, I can come in here and type in home value. And you'll notice that there's certain ranges based on property values. So let's say I'm using a buyer as a way of generating a seller lead, where I'm saying, hey, I've got this buyer, here's what they're looking for. I can't find the home I can't find a home that is for sale that matches this. If you've thought about selling, let's talk, right? So if I know that there are here in LA, it's probably a $500,000 purchase. So if I know that, I can just put in and target people who have that value of a home, right? And it's telling me how many people in the audience meet that characteristic. So again, one of the things that makes Facebook such a powerful tool is I can pay to get the eyeballs of the people that I want. And what that does is it just simply drives up my response. Instead of having to market to everybody, now I can market to that group of people who are the best possible match, the most likely people that are going to respond. and it's a way for me to engage them. And so again, what I've shown you with this, with the Facebook Ads Manager or in their ad settings, is how to target the people that you want. It's super powerful. If you're not sure, you can come over here to suggestions or browse, right? So you can find information about people's homes. So, whether they're a first-time home buyer, a homeowner, a renter, we showed you some of those. So I can also go after people that are having life events, right? So maybe they just said that they have a new job, or they just recently moved, or. So again, that's what is super cool about this platform, especially from a marketing and lead generation perspective, is you can go right after the people that you want to go after and have a very high likelihood of being able to generate a lead and convert them into a transaction. And so that is this video on Facebook ads targeting for 2018. Again, it's a super powerful thing. So if you've liked this video, right, if you want to keep getting more trainings like this, first thing you want to do is right down below on YouTube is you want to go down and click the subscribe button. So when you have that subscribe button, you're going to be notified every time we post a new video. We normally do one of these every single week. And so that'll give you the notification if you click that little bell right next to it, which means you want to be notified. The other thing you can do is down in the description, we'll have some freebies there. So you can go, and one of the things people absolutely love is I give away for free some of the top real estate lead generation templates that we're using with our clients that they're seeing massive results with, where they're getting 20, 30, 40 leads a week on a very limited budget. So if you want to check those out, you can download those for free. You'll see that in the link description below. So as always, thanks for being here. Keep working your real estate business, and we will keep giving you more and more tips to generate more leads. Have a great day.